Much to talk about today, from the debate on hormone replacement therapy for older women to the health issues of kids with older dads. Some of the health stories making headlines today.
And Dr. Evelyn Minaya joins us to give us some insight, so thank you for coming by. I'm very curious about older dads. But first off, hormone replacement therapy. Yes, no? I mean, what's going on?
Yes, no, or maybe so. Okay. Hormone replacement therapy, this is the deal. It is only indicated for hot flashes. I'm so sorry, Suzanne. I love you.
Oh, Suzanne Summers is a huge
That's right. I know.
of
She's a
this.
big advocate,
Yes.
but for, age and actually, and stopping the clock and things like that, it's not indicated for that. There are no studies that actually say that by taking hormonal replacement therapy, are you going to look younger?
It's
are you
not
going
the
to
fountain of youth.
It is. Listen, Ponce de Leon went all over Florida. He could not find it. And I'm so sorry Suzanne Summers did not either, okay?
Right.
So that for now, and it's remember, it is a drug, whether bioidentical or not, it does not matter, natural or not, there's still a risk with it, okay? So I caution women to do it for the things that really is necessary, which is usually hot flashes, not because it's going to be the fountain of youth. And honestly, genetics and what you do with your body before that, whether it be smoking and drugs and, a little pot here and there and all of this other kind of stuff, or smoking even, just regular cigarettes, that actually ages you, believe it or not. So do the right thing. I know that that's not what everybody wants to hear. Do the right thing. Okay. Everything in moderation.
Well, I'm glad you cleared that up for us. Now, let's talk about older dads. There's a new study that says their kids could have major health issues. So men also have a ticking clock.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Finally, something not blamed on women.
Amen.
Amen.
You
Amen.
said it, sister. I am so sick of this.
Doctor, no, but for so long,
Yes.
women have been blamed for the issues that their children have, but now they're saying that men need to pay attention to their biological clock.
Yes, in this particular study, and by the way, this is a replica. This has been already kind of alluded to back in 2011. This is a bigger study. This were 2 million people that were involved in this study, so it's much, much bigger. And what they found is that men over the age of 45 perhaps had children that were more at risk for schizophrenia and other psychiatric conditions, okay, which is very, very sad, but also drug abuse and things like that. But it was really interesting that the study does not allude to, does the dad actually have that genetic component? In other words, is he himself schizophrenic or bipolar and things like that? So it's kind of like you have to take caution to what they're trying to tell you, but there is a true biological clicking, TikTok
it's
for you
interesting.
too.
We've just been cycling through just a cavalcade of stars: Clint Eastwood, Steve Martin, Rupert Murdoch, David Letterman, our buddy David Letterman. There's Clint again, and they're all older dads. But I must confess, my dad was 50.
Wow.
When I was born, and my PhD little sister, he was 55 when she was born.
Wow.
So, but I also, when I read this study, I was thinking, yes, I'm glad that they finally studied this, but I wonder, too, how much more of it is environmental as we age as a society and how many more preservatives we're all ingesting.
Right.
And it's going to end up
in that. Well, something, it's just like, like I said, it's just like breastfeeding. Right? Breastfeeding, allegedly, if we breastfeed, we have more intelligent people, there'll be PhDs and things like that. Again, blaming the woman. But honestly, it's not so. That's a little bit overrated. And you're right, environmental. And remember, when you are more mature, don't you make a little bit more, you're more established, you make a little bit more money, better choices, better health choices, better education. So all of those environmental things, better money. If you got better money, you have better opportunities. Your kids are not working, so, maybe you go into the recreational stuff a little bit more often.
Better money also means better care. They can get care earlier.
Exactly.
And
more
intervention. Can be diagnosed intervention.
So many factors to think about. Well, now finally, before we let you go, there's a new DNA test for pregnant women?
Yes, it's not really new, actually. It's been around for about 3 years, I would say.
Okay.
And very, very exciting, in that we're trying to avert kind of doing more invasive things like amniocentesis and things like that. And believe it or not, by a simple blood test, this is free fetal DNA. However, I caution people, it is really very, very specific for trisomy 21, which is Down syndrome. It's very, very good about that. The data is not as great for the other chromosomal abnormalities, so it's not for every single chromosome abnormality. However, it is an option. It doesn't. It's so far. It's not replacing the things that we do. Well, it might replace the amnio, but it needs to be confirmed. So in other words, if your DNA test, blood test, comes back abnormal, it still needs to be confirmed.
Yeah.
See, so that's what I'm saying. That's the misconception that people have. However, it is another tool. So in other words, when we do our regular screening at the high-risk doctor, it's like, well, things don't look good. We can do a simple blood test, a little bit more accurate. We rule out this, we rule out that, and you know what? You have a really great sense of that your baby's normal.
Wonderful. Some great information. Thank you so much, Dr. Evelyn Minaya. We always love seeing you on the couch.
Thank you. Thank you.
Energy, too. I love her energy. All right.